Hello, everyone. Yep. Decided to modify Behemoth for once. The same would go to Scylla, but I'm pretty sure I have something else in mind. Buy the Cloverfield Hasbro figure. I'm pretty sure that figure is really old, and it's rare to find nowadays. So even if I do manage to find one, it's gonna be really expensive. But I don't know. I might work with something. But at the same time, I never really watched Cloverfield. Goji Burst. Alright, I was waiting for someone to ask me that. Why didn't I buy the Hyatt Toys Behemoth, but instead I made this? So, yes, I had enough money to buy Behemoth, and I was. But then Scar King came in mind, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just replace Scar King, make another Behemoth figure, and that's the plan. So, yeah, I decided to instead get the Hayato Scar King, which that's coming up pretty soon, and I'm very excited about. And now I made a custom Behemoth figure with the new model here. This 3D model came from Ultra Godora. My goat always works with the things, and I appreciate for him. And obviously the body comes from the Playmates Kong, and this thing's in the way. Might as well move that. And we'll talk about that later, okay? Right now I just want to paint this figure real quick. Alright then, let's see what else am I missing. Okay, Scott, thank you for the Cloverfield, whatever that was, but thank you very much. Let me try to guess. You're making a series for your first one? No. I'll be honest with anyone, I was making a series of the Netsu series, but honestly, kind of a flop right now. Will there be a custom Bloodbath Godzilla? Soon. There will be a custom Bloodbath Godzilla soon, and I better get that, like, hurry up before Halloween arrives so I can make some horror content out of it. But obviously, I would get content to the creator, okay? I'm not just gonna take a smooch off of his money out of it. Oh, man. If y'all wondering what that noise is, it's paint right here. Behemoth only appeared in King of the Monsters. He got an exact strip. Exactly. I mean, he can be, like, copyrighted just like Methuselah. I'm pretty sure they invented it, Behemoth. He can make as many appearances as he can. I wanted to make more appearances. No, I meant if I find it for a good price, do you recommend? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you find a good price for the, what's it called, Cloverfield, then yes, you could get one. And custom Monsterverse Destroyer? Not yet. Not yet. Hello, Nightwolf. New movie coming out? Not yet. Scott Bang, thank you for the gold coin. Will you do Kongzilla custom in the future? Soon. Once I find a good design for it. Looks great. Okay. Once I find the Time X custom, once I find the Playmates version, I'll get started on that. Is that Lofty Mech? Yes, there is a Lofty Mech. And once again, there will be a custom Bloodbath Godzilla. I used a bootleg 2014 Godzilla for these things. These are the NECA 2014 bootleg figure. I used his feet for this. Exactly. What came up with the idea of making Red Curio as a channel mascot? Let's see. There was a whole long conversation about it. And I just, like, came up to me. I just decided to make it my custom. Thoughts on the High Toys Gojira? I mean, it's good, but it's possible I might still get the SH out of it. So, what are your favorite analog horror? I don't really like. I don't have a personal favorite because there's a lot to choose from. I recently just watched the Cat in the Hat analog horror, and that's kind of something. One day I'll make a Monsterverse and destroy it one day, okay? And that's questionable. Mushroom Cloud Godzilla. That's basically just Shin Godzilla with a bloated head. Customize the SH Scar King. Yeah, too late. I already sold it to someone. Since you're making your custom behemoth, why didn't you get the... I already told you guys why. Because I decided to get the High Toy Scar King for this guy. Kongsil in the future. Hi, what's up, Goji Jojo? What's up, Gojira man? Yes, he needs more attention. I do agree. What's your favorite dinosaur? I don't have a favorite dinosaur. Can you make a custom Godzilla that just pray? Okay, that's a lot more harder, okay? I think I will do Bloodbath Godzilla. Maybe next year on the Halloween. Probably. I'll think about it. I might make a... What's it called? A Just Pray Godzilla. That's what it's called. What happened on working on Mega Dagon? Okay, look. It's not Dagon. It's just Kiryu. And I'll be talking about that, like, later on as this video continues on. Right now I gotta get through the comments because there's a lot to read. Thank you, Cowboy Ducky. Tyler Williams. Will you make a Man in the Suit custom? Okay, so that Man in the Suit custom is basically just the 1954 Godzilla with a red paint job. Which I might. Godzilla? Well, yes, he is from King of the Monsters, so that's why. Hello? The Goat, LG, and yes, they are. The Shin Godzilla always doesn't like being recovered, and every kaiju gets annoyed by Shin. Not sure what you meant by that. Can you custom Monsterverse X soon? Spawn Goji. What's up? That's Behemoth. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. That custom loaded. Have you watched Motor Drones? No, not yet. Where's Anguirus and the shelves? I have it on working on the... Okay. Oh man, there's a lot to recover here. I'm gonna get as many as I can. So, question again. Why didn't you get... I literally just repeat myself. I decided to make this instead. And instead of getting the Hayatoy's Behemoth, I got Hayatoy's Scar King for this guy. The feet belong to a bootleg neck of Godzilla figure. Please make Godzilla evolve. I already have a Godzilla evolve. Can you make a custom leatherback? No. Because I'm selling my entire Pacific Rim era figures. If you guys want to know. All of these figures are for sale right here. Hold on, I'll give you a second. All of these figures are for sale, including Springtrap right here. So if anyone's interested, you can message me on my social medias, which are Instagram or TikTok. Only serious buyers. Still working on future customs. It's going great. Thank you for asking, Ricky. I don't think I could really give Behemoth any accessories. Despite having open claws, I'm pretty sure this is enough for him. Interesting. We make a Bloodbath Godzilla. Okay. I genuinely make a SH Monster Super Dagon from Destroyer. Custom Godzilla Man in the Suit. Try Maso did. You know, I'm skipping all the way to the end. Are you gonna do a face reveal? Maybe. Maybe not. For the sake of my Saiyan race, I have my blessings to Ben Bendices. Have you watched Brand New Day? Yes, I did. A broken tusk is a little too much because these things can't come off. Maybe. Just to get a few extra bucks out of it. You guys want to see the Mega Gears custom? It's still in my shelf. I'll pop it out in a minute. Alright then. Thoughts on. I don't know. Do you like syrup? Yes. Anyways, I already skipped all the way to the end and I read most of the comments. So. It's time to talk about that Monsterverse Kiryu I've been trying to do. And as well as the review I was gonna make. So I need you guys to actually listen to this part. So first off, for the Monsterverse Kiryu, it's a lot difficult than it looks. I mean, you look at this thing, he basically already has that Monsterverse realistic version right there. How can I make this a lot more better? Like, I need the knowledge that fucking, what was his name? Michael Bay has. I need Michael Bay's knowledge of how he can turn, like, for example, Transformers, how he turned a basic cube into an absolute unit. I need his knowledge, and I want to turn this as the same way as he did. The point is, I am running out of spare parts, and I don't know what to build Kiryu out of. I have been working on the Monsterverse Kiryu for like a few months, 3 months actually, and I still can't find a better design for it. I'm already burning up out of ideas. It's to the point that I also need to make a custom tutorial of this guy. And I can't do that because the other Kiryu figure is falling apart, and I kind of also destroyed it for a video idea and for spare parts. So yeah, that's why it's gonna take a lot more than this. And like I said, I need the knowledge of Michael Bay. He managed to turn cube transformers into absolute units. Whew. Okay. I skipped a few comments, but let's go a little bit up. Just a little. Do you like syrup? What's your favorite custom figure you made? God of War Kong. Hey, what's the first time starting doing the first custom? That would be the Playmate Shine Godzilla. Will you make... Okay, I already answered that. And if I have to answer again, I said yes. That'll be soon. Whew, it's getting hot in here. I like Hero Custom you made, thank you. You have guts for customizing SH Shimo spikes. All I did was paint them. It's not really that personal. I love Kiryu. He's like my favorite Mega Godzilla design. Same. Do Gamora. Which Gamora? I'm thinking of two Gamoras. The one from Ultraman and the one from Avengers and what was that other movie? Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I know what you mean, Jamesy. I can see the vision. I hope you do. Repeat the figure sailing. I'm selling my entire collection of Pacific Rim figures and my old Springtrap custom. All that is linked to my bio on my Instagram and TikTok. Whether you're interested or not, message me. Only if you're interested in buying the figures. And you better make it quick because someone might beat you to it. Anyways, can you make more FNAF figures in the future? I want to, but it's kind of expensive and I'm running low at a time. My original plan was that I wanted to make like the original 5 characters: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. But this collection's a lot more expensive, and at this point it just makes me a LARP fan because I personally love more Springtrap, but I already got my use for him, so I'm just gonna leave him by my shelf. What's your most articulated movie of this year that is not -1. Oh, anticipated. Honestly, I don't know. Were you trying to think? Okay. I don't like jazz wares. Michael Bay knowledge of creativity. Yes, I need to know how he did it. Are you gonna make a custom Godzilla -0? Once I get the movie Monster series Godzilla -0, yes. I still have time. Oh man. What's your favorite Godzilla figure? I don't have a favorite. Well, you got them. No, I don't. I might buy it. He already has the message Monster Ultimate Godzilla. Okay, I don't know what 2027 Godzilla looks like yet. A question: do you have a custom in mind, but don't know where to start? Yes, that be Monsterverse Kiryu, which once again, I have no idea how I can turn this into more realistic version. How hard is your stuff to film? Not that hard. When it comes to stop motions, it really stressed me out because most of the figures won't stand up and the camera quality of my phone really sucks. I don't know why it's working well on live, but right now it's working. What's the easiest game of FNAF in the first time you ever played? The first FNAF game. That's the best. That's the best one I ever played. Is making figures easier than you thought? Now that you don't have school? Man, it's a lot more easier when you don't work, actually. I already graduated like 4 years ago. What's a Godzilla figure from SH Monster Attire wanted but gone yet? I've always wanted to get Destroyer, but it's too expensive. Yo, Motion Creation 2015. Please make Poppy Playtime. No, I'm not interested in Poppy Playtime. And JMC Studios. Yeah, what is it? I'll check the message out in a bit, alright? But then again, you might want to check the prices out before you're interested. Suitmation? What is that? Suitmation. I've never heard of it. Hold on, let me see if my TV has it. I'm excited for both Supernova and -1. -0. What is that? What is that he said right there? Suit Mansion. Well, it just linked me to the man in the suit for some reason. Okay, there it is. What is it? Suit Mansion. Basically another analog horror Godzilla. Oh, that Godzilla. Maybe. Just maybe. It's a lot harder to make analog horror Godzillas when it's literally full of spikes. That thing is supposed to be Mechagodzilla? Yes, it is. Make Heisei soon. But right now I need a tinier or ball joints to like fit in the jawline. If you want to make Monsterverse Kiryu and you could use Monsterverse Mechagodzilla, yeah, that's not gonna work. I can't just take the design of Mechagodzilla from 2021 and expect to turn it into something like this. That's just even lazier work. What is your favorite Monsterverse character besides Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, Rodan, and Kong? Shimo. Actually, no, Scar King. I don't care what people say about him. He's cool. I can't believe Dallas. Yeah, that's a shame. Everybody pray for Dallas or for getting his account hacked. He needs to get it back. Anyways, I was getting way too far ahead with the comment section. Might as well start up and add stickers. Try it. Yes, if a lot of people did not know, Dallas Orr's YouTube account as well as his Google AdSense got hacked. I already ordered him a few months ago, and I'm still waiting on that. Shin Mute. What are these names? What are these names? Just asking, but who is Dallas? Dallas Orr is a YouTuber customizer who gave me the inspiration of making the God of War Kong and as well as the Shimzilla figure. He is a content creator, but unfortunately his account got hacked, and I'm hoping he gets it back soon. Make him mute. And can't talk. I wish I understood what that meant. Alright, I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. Can I see you? I mean, I can see your comment. I'm shaking this bottle of paint. Because I put a few different colors in there, I need it to be well mixed. If not, then I'm just mixing a few other colors. Let's see if it's perfect now. Yeah, well, don't think about it too much. Yep, it's a perfect color. Right there. That is a perfect color. I mixed brown color. God, I'm tired. Please make Jurassic Park dinosaurs. No. Only for commissions. Which, by the way, if anyone's interested, I'm still open for commissions. Only those who are interested. What different paints did you use to mix? Well, a few people want to know. To make this type of color, I used these kind of paints. Apple Barrel. Hold on. There you go. I used these kinds of paints. Apple Barrel. And I mixed these things with these ones. I want to try to make the Mudos, but they're more difficult to make since I kind of suck at making handmade figures. Has y'all seen my color figure custom evolve thing? I'm not really good at sculpting faces. What 3 things would you change in the Monsterverse? Honestly, I don't know. I'm terrible at script writing. I'll just watch whatever entertains me. And I'll do whatever entertains you, everyone. 1955. What is that? Is that basically just Godzilla 1954's even more crooked face? Make Millennium Godzilla? I already have a Haya Toys for that. But it's possible I might give articulation to this one just so I can turn it into its burning mode and probably sell it. Please make custom legendary Super Godzilla. It's basically just Heisei Godzilla in a super form, but you want me to give it to legendary Godzilla. That's another maybe. Please make a custom. Okay, no. Did you make the Ion Dragon? Yes, I did. Alright, once again, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Let's just cover the entire code with brown color. Let's make sure he doesn't get in the crossfire. But you know what? My goat can stay here and watch. So, Dagon is basically just 2014 Godzilla. So I don't think there's no need to make that when I already have a 2014 Godzilla just lying around on my shelves. Alright, thank you for joining the live. I just got SH Monsterverse Godzilla 2004. I assume that's Final Wars, that's cool. Although I would have honestly suggested just wait for the higher toys because we all know how much the SH struggles to make figures to hold themselves instead of just falling apart that easily. Even though I had high hopes for them. But now Haya Toys is slowly winning me over. I'm pretty sure it's happening to everyone. Ouch. I just got... I already have a Manila. What? Manila. How do you make it so close to the figure? Doesn't come off? No. I attach... Wait, you sent me a treat? I didn't see it. I'm missing so much. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We make an Orga figure. This Orga's cool. Yes. But that'll be another time because right now I don't have an Orga figure. Nor I don't have the necessary pieces to make one. Or it's possible that I do. I just need to look forward to that. And know how to make one. My friend Ultra Godora made the 3D printed head for me. Haya Toys Kong, the newer version, which is basically the 2024 version, not the 2021 version. That one's butt cheeks. Will you have a cardboard figure? That so-called cardboard figure is Lofty Studios, but also a Lofty mech. Godzilla from... yeah, probably. Will you make a Titanosaurus custom? Yes, I am in the edge of creating one. Right now, I still need time for that. Well, yeah, every YouTuber can go live whenever they want to. How many Godzillas do you make? Well, the last time I sold most of my articulated Godzillas, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I only have 4. What? You used feet for him? I used a Haya Toys. No, I used a NECA Godzilla figures feet since the other one I had was break. Yo, man, I got $25 for one of your figures. Message me later. By the way, do you need to use a tripod to make stop motions and tips? Yes, you need something to hold on to your phone because, as you see, I have my 2 hands free. Otherwise, you need something to hold on to this phone right here. I subscribe to all your videos. Thank you. Please make 64. I already have an SH Monster Arts for that. I don't think I need to make one. Hey, Jamesy, I'm gonna make a Godzilla monsters out of Legos. I, that's cool. What's my first High Toys figure? You know what? That is a good question. The 2019 Heat Ray Godzilla. That's my first. That was my first High Toys figure. I don't have favorite eras. Although I would say with confidence, the Showa era is a lot confusing, and the suits creep me out for the most part. But also because it's mostly the fighting. I used a lot of mold for this figure, mostly just epoxy sculpt, Crayola clay, and some hot glue to lie around the figure. What figure do you recommend me for my collection? Get a Movie Monster series figure. You want something that looks good, but less articulated, then that's your first start. But if you want something more articulated, well, then I recommend you Ohio Toys. But if you're broke, then start off cheap with the Playmates. That's how I started off. Alright, I need the glove real quick. Yes, I'm making Behemoth. Where'd you get that figure? Oh, I don't know. Oh, from you. Okay, well, don't forget who gave you that fucking Hyatt Squishy in the first place. Rocky. What is your first ever Godzilla figure? That would be a Playmates Shin Godzilla. That was the first ever figure I got in my collection, and the first ever custom I made. I kind of remember that somehow. Are you going to make... Behemoth is dead. He's not gonna be in any other ones. I use Crayola clay and epoxy sculpt. Tiptoe by the window. Sometimes. All right. Give me a moment, people. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. What else did I miss? I always cuss. What does the head look like? This is how the head looks like. That's cool. That's honestly a good start. Do you have a supercharge evolve? Yes, I do. I've shown into my videos a bunch of times. Are you planning on making other King of the Monsters figures? I'm planning to make Methuselah and Queen Muto. What are my thoughts on Gamera? He's cool. I'm not making Cuphead. Have you ever planned of see the end of the oak tree? I never seen them, whatever that is. Can you shout me out next short? You know, you kind of threw me off because I thought you were the actual Goji guy. And I only shout those out who actually, like, help me out through my channel. I used to make reaction videos, but that didn't go as well. Are you gonna make another tutorial for other figures? Yes, but right now I'm working on other stuff. More dinosaur articulated figures. I never made an articulated dinosaur figure. That's why maybe I might. Once again, people chose Kiryu Mechagodzilla over Jet Jaguar. Can you believe it? Hello! What is my opinion on Titan X? She's cool. You had a good series so far. I wonder what's up with her in the future. Probably. But only if I really like their looks. If not, then I'm just gonna toss them aside and say no. Tiptoe by the window, tiptoe by the window, in the wind. Alright then, now time to let that dry for a bit. Alright, let's see what else I miss. What other Toho monsters would you want to see in the Monsterverse? I kind of want to see King Caesar, as well as who else do I have on my shelf that I want to see? I want to see Gigan, possibly Megalon. You know what, everyone? I want to see everyone in the from the Toho era to the Monsterverse. But Toho has strict rules, and characters are way too expensive for Legendary to afford. No need. Hyatt Toys is already making that, so might as well get that once I get them. Is that Behemoth? Yes, we make. I already told you. Maybe. What's your favorite Titan? Kong. Do you plan on making Gojo? I don't know who that is. What was your toughest custom you made? Singular Point Mega Godzilla. That was the toughest custom I've ever made. Has there been a video where you didn't like doing? Yes. There's been a bunch of them that I'm not very proud of. Are you? Where did you get the articulate Scylla head? Ultra Godora made it for me. Who would win in a fight, Titan X or female Muto? I don't know the feats for Titan X, so I'm probably gonna go for Muto. Are you gonna make Gorosaurus? I already made him. He made a few appearances in my shorts, and he's also in Lore of the Netsu video. How did you make Gigan with one saw? Well, I searched in my box of spare parts and I found 2 saws, and I figured why not give Gigan 2 saws instead of 1? No, the other way around. Why not give Gigan 1 saw instead of 2? Because I did not have enough, and I couldn't find the Bionicle parts because they stopped making those, and there was not really a lot of Bionicle parts I could have searched for. So I decided to give him only a pair of 1 chainsaws with a laser equipped with it, which it did well. At least I think it did for other people. I don't know if the other people liked it or not, but I had to work with what I got. Otherwise, it just stays on the shelf rotting. Might as well give these a shade real quick. Well, they're obviously tentacles. What else could they be? Have you seen 3D Mecha Gigan? Yes, I did. I was gonna buy it, but I barely trust AliExpress with my stuff. They didn't even give me my God of War Kratos figure I ordered a few years ago, so I don't trust it. It's bad enough that I barely trust them to ship out the Hatsune Miku model kit figure, because that was literally the only place where I could have found it. So in other words, I barely trust AliExpress. Kong. LM back. That's good. Who like your figure Villers? Godzilla. What? Cool. I still don't know who that is personally. Whether I do find it cool, I might make that figure. If not, then it just stays on the side. Okay then. Is that your gloves? Yes, this is a glove to protect myself from the paint. Can you custom Monsterverse X Go Venom figure and custom Monster X? I'm thinking about using that Venom figure to make red instead. But on Monsterverse X, I needed the signed look. I can't just keep looking at fan art and just come up with a design like that. What was your favorite Godzilla crossover besides Kong? Is it really considered a crossover since they're both connected to the same universe? But anyways, what's my favorite crossover? So far, I'm liking the Avengers, where he has to fight against all the Avengers. And Doctor Doom is their last hope. I just really hope he comes up with something because I'm tired of Godzilla just nerfing everyone. Might see Shin if he doesn't want to be recorded. Who's your favorite Sinister? Honestly, I don't know. I can't really decide. They both look pretty good. I can't really decide on one of them. Have you read Godzilla Rules of Earth? Yes, I am aware of Godzilla's rules. Ultraman Rising is the weakest Ultraman, as far as I know. But yes, I would agree. Godzilla needs an actual crossover with Ultraman, like a movie crossover. No sponsor, no toys, no fan made thing, an official crossover. But then again, it's kind of an overkill since I heard Ultraman is like at least star level. At least that's what I was told. Once again. Custom tail. From 1 to 10, what do you think about Lofty videos? I like the stop motion animation and the creativity he did with his cardboard. I really like it. This might sound dumb, but I think I might sell that figure too because he's just sitting there and I only used him for a few videos. At this point, that just makes me a LARPing fan. And I am ashamed of it. You know what? Yeah, I might sell him. But for a cheap price. All right, I already explained this thing like many times, yet people really want me to know. But first of all, have you made True Form Ultima? Yes, I do. He showed up in a few videos of mine. You know Gamora? I know the MCU Gamora. Actually, no, I know the Guardians of the Galaxy Gamora and the Gamora from Ultraman. And once again, people ask me all this, like all the time, why did I use Hayatoi's Shimo to turn into Netsu, but not the SH? because Hayato Ishimo is easily replaceable, but SH isn't. I'm not gonna risk painting a. Actually, I'm not gonna risk using a $25, $50 figure over a $200 figure when it's easily replaceable. And also, Hayato Ishimo does have the limits when it comes to head articulation. And also, for some reason, on my copy, the arms are very loose. That's why I don't see him use them as much. So yeah, I decided to paint it over the Hayatoys instead of the SH because it's more cheaper that way instead of ruining a $200 figure. Have you seen my customs? It's in the Stop Motion Discord channel. Fancy customs. I've seen a few, but not all of them. I might check them out whenever I have the time. Did you know that Frankenstein versus Baragon is originally supposed to be Frankenstein versus Godzilla, but Godzilla fights Mothra instead of Baragon? Can you do Godzilla in Hell? Well, look, Destroyer. Godzilla in Hell is basically just SOS Godzilla, and I already have that figure. I basically already have Hell Godzilla. But if you're implying to Slick's version of Hell Godzilla, that is a maybe. Why is Gamora? I don't know. Who is Gamora? Gamora, Rise of the... He has his own show. Well, I never heard of it because most of my time I only been introduced to Godzilla more than Ultraman has. Have you played Super Smash Brothers? Yes, I have a bunch of times with my little brother. Please, custom Godzilla now. Hi, Toys Kiryu, making it right now. Wait, why PU custom and toys? Oh man. Well, because it's a lot more simpler. Can you? No. No. You know what? You know what? You know what? Don't you ever say that again. So, what's it called? Scylla was my first movie I ever watched. I forgot what the year it was made, but it was right next to Godzilla vs. Destroyer movie. This is the first stream I'm watching. Cool. Shadow Realm, you gotta go, buddy. But your custom Godzilla and Hell figure looks white looks like. Once again, Destroyer, Godzilla in Hell is literally just SOS Godzilla. I already have that figure. But if you're implying to Slick's version of Godzilla in Hell, I already have that planned. That is, if this figure does not work out, I'm gonna fuse my SH Monster Arts Godzilla Final Wars with the body of the movie Monster series, freaking what's it called, Meyer Goji, and turn it into Slick's version of Godzilla in Hell. Hey, question, what's your next custom figure? Honestly, I do not know. I do not know. 1998 New York Godzilla. Yes, there we go. Do you get inspired by other stop motion series? A few. Playmate Shin Godzilla. That's the first ever custom I made. Alright, I gotta make sure this thing has brown all over its body. Maybe a second round. Okay, then right here needs more paint job. Thank you for this follow and subscribe. Is that basically just Rat Godzilla? Thank you. Saying a love for only 26 views. Hey, relax. He hasn't done nothing wrong. You expired me to buy my own. I expired you? I think you meant to say inspired. Or if you really meant to say expired, which that kind of sounds like a bad thing, I am sorry. No, I do not. I gave it to someone. Yo, what's up, Prehistoric Toys? How you doing? Never said this, but how old are you? I'm 21. Do you still have? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, they're Canadian. Sarah Gucci? I'm doing good, thank you. I never said this. And really love your Destroyer custom. Thank you. I'm back. Welcome back, Godzilla Final Wars. Official. What's your favorite custom figure you ever made? That, I already said it. That was the God of War Kong figure. But if we're talking about like handmade, which I'm not really proud of because it's incredibly big, but also really long work for. Really wish I was happy for it. It has to be the Singular Point Mechagodzilla. This is why you have one. What? That's a little too over exaggerating, but thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Cheesecake. Thank you for the star. Oh, you said cheesecake! Where did he go? Oh no. Oh no. That can't be good. I lost him. Or did I? Yeah, I lost him. That's unfortunate. 54. Do you have Gigatron? Yes, I do. Were you custom character horror Godzilla? Man, a suit. Godzilla Just Prey. Bloodbath. Suitmation. God, these analog horrors. I'm only making Bloodbath Godzilla. That's it. This this is better than the OG custom God Behemoth. I agree. I've done some improvements. Probably, but right now I'm not getting it right now. You're one of the best creators out there. Well, I'm partially one of them. Thank you. What's your favorite part of doing custom figures? When they're done, I get to always see them, just admiring my success. You ever seen the Hayatoyo Scar King? Yes, I did, and I'm excited to get that figure. Yes, I am excited for the Hayatoyo Scar King. I pre-ordered mine a few months ago, and I can't wait to get it. 53 likes, 54 actually. What happened? Look what happened. Zilla guy, hello. Thank you. How hard was it to make Hakaishin? Well, it wasn't easy, I'll tell you that. LM, love all your videos. Look cool as hell, thank you. What's your opinion on Scylla Jr.? He's cool. Although I've never seen his TV show series, I'm just glad there's another Scylla instead of Scylla out there. I like both the Haya and the SH. Although I would have preferred keeping my SH instead of the Haya, but I already made the decision too well. No, I did not see the comic. Do you ever think about remaking old shorts? I have a few. I already sold SH Monster Art Scar King. No. Yes, I am proud of it. They were both my hard-working figures, although they didn't really get much of attention as I thought they would, as I already released the Destroyer tutorial. That did not get as much love as I honestly thought they would have. I did not see that video from Goji Guy, but you said green spikes. I'm not interested. Oh, they have to make an Orga. Well, after that, they do have to make Mega Gearus first, and then Orga. They can't just leave Meyer Godzilla out there. My friend Ultra Godora made me this stuff for that. You gonna quit FNAF figures? Well, yeah, because that just makes me a LARPing fan. Although this figure was my best one, and I like the work it is. But once again, I'm selling it. Whoever's interested, message me on Instagram or TikTok. But first, you gotta watch the price for the figure. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. A few. But honestly, I don't know what role she could get. Or especially for Ultraman. I might find something. No. Oh man, it's empty. It's empty now. Yes, I do have a Lofty Studios mech that I'm planning to sell as well. If it just stays there for a little too longer, then it's just gonna decay and fall apart soon. It might be stupid just to sell a cardboard figure with articulated ball joints. What you got, SH Monster as Kaiser Ghidorah, or are you gonna get SH Monster as Kaiser Ghidorah? You literally just asked me the same question. I'm gonna get high toys. Get this card. God damn. Okay. So I don't know. I'm getting either both of them, but if they weren't so expensive, Hayato Shima Biollante is literally half the price for the SH Monster Arts. Skeleton look like Monster X, slick for Warrior. Now, oh, god damn. Do you prefer the Hayato Shimo or SH Shimo? SH Shimo. If Haya improves their articulation for the next Hayato Shimo, then I'll reconsider and maybe make her a little bigger. We don't know what the next Godzilla will look like, so I'm not gonna get ahead of myself just yet. The same goes when I thought about making Godzilla Minus Zero. I decided to wait for the official design, and once Movie Monster Series revealed their look, I decided to make that official. Right now, I'm just waiting, and then I'll get it. You know what? Hayato's GMK can wait. The SH still holds up right now. Have you played Suitborn? Yes, I played it. Wait, what AM? Please, what do you think about making a Muklet Mumble? I don't know what that is. Will you change the SH monsters? Have you ever played the game called Age of Titans? Once. And then once, like, every single beginner, you get jumped. I took my glasses off. Do you feel home and lost in desperation? What else am I missing? Who are you, scary whore? The man in the suit. Only because I watched him most of the time. What's your favorite custom figure you made? Third time I have to answer that. And I will pick my third favorite is Hakaishin. Why did Suitborn did the same Jet Jaguar? Well, what is there to change for Jet Jaguar? I mean, what did you expect they were gonna make for Jet Jaguar? Is Shimo's brother Suko uncle in your world? Possibly. Doji HQ. Do you still have your custom Evolve Godzilla and Shimo figures? No, I don't. My custom evolved Goji. Goji Jojo has it, and the custom Shimo, someone has it. Godzilla solo Shimo, in my opinion, that's debatable. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. SH Monster Arts already made the Showa era and the what's it called? I don't know what era would I even consider Godzilla -1. What era would that even be considered? Anyways, the singular point, they already made that. I think you're most likely waiting for Hyatt Toys to make their Showa era versions. It's not yet. Have you? Do you have a 3D printer? No, I do not. My boy Ochagado provides me with the stuff. How many failed customs you had? Oh man, how many failed customs? I failed with Space Godzilla. Heisei Arrow, Space Godzilla. I failed with Meyer Goji. And Showa Gamera. So basically, those three figures I failed to customize. What's your favorite SH Monsters Godzilla design? Ooh. Godzilla Ultima is by far my favorite. Do you know? High Toys, that's why my favorite. Yes, High Toys is starting to win me over. That's good to hear. Is Sinister Shin Godzilla look like Hakai Shin Godzilla? The YouTube new video, Sinister Shin versus Hakai Shin. Sinister Shin versus Sinister Shin. God, you're repeating the same thing, dude. And you know what? Maybe if EGM is interested, I'll let him borrow my Hakai Shin figure. And he can make the video happen if he's interested. If not, then that's fine. Should SH Monster to make Megalon? Yes, definitely. We have Gigan. We have Ghidorah. We have, what's his name? No, wait, that's a she. What's her name? Hedorah. Mothra. Anguirus. 4 Showa era Godzillas. What's stopping them from making Megalon? Or even Titanosaurus? Or even a Gorosaurus figure? Even Manila, what's stopping them from doing that? I think nobody knows who the villain in Godzilla will be except Zero. Well, that's the thing though. Nobody's sure who, if there actually is going to be a villain in the Godzilla -0. Or it's just going to be another solo Godzilla movie. Which, honestly, it's for the best. Like, it's probably for the best if it was another solo Godzilla film. I've been watching you hilarious videos and I've been... What was I posted? And I make videos out of my phone. Old. Well, thank you. Really appreciate the confidence. I think nobody knows. Am I a Miku fan? Kinda. I'm honestly a LARPing fan because it's been like 17 years since I listened to her music. But now, ever since the whole vibe of her returning, ever since from Fortnite, that's what got me the inspiration to coming back for Miku. Out of all the figures that you have, what are your top 10s? Oh man, I'll have to list them. But I don't know. There's a lot to figure out. What is your favorite? High Source or SH? Both. I'm from Brazil. Cool. I saw that Suitborn Megalon is the biggest out of the others. Yes, I agree. The most questionable thing I saw from Megalon is his right arm. I'm not even gonna listen to the jokes about his right arm, this muscular for some reason. but it's obviously mutating, and he can fly, as well as Gigan. What was your first post on TikTok video? It's basically just a video of me with a Jason mask and with a old rap song from a YouTuber, Spanish. What upcoming Godzilla movie are you most excited for watching? Well, I did want to watch Godzilla X Kong before that, but since Godzilla minus zero is coming up first, I might as well watch that before something else takes the place for me. Why is Shin scared of women? Because he is. Are you making Titan X? Once I get the Playmates Titan X, I'll modify it. Yo, should I make a Monster tooth necklace? Megalodon tooth necklace? Yes. Hakai Shin Godzilla was canceled from. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Something about them stealing a model, but also I heard that this crazy file thing was ridiculously strong. Like it's unstoppable to beat. Are you thinking about making custom? Okay, I already said this again. I'm waiting for Playmates to get theirs. Do you play a question game of guess my favorite kaiju? Never heard of that game. Said hi. Did you already made a composite Godzilla figure? No, I did not. Have you heard of the? Yes, I have heard about the new FNAF location located in New Jersey. Which is better, Monarch Legacy monsters or Monsterverse Godzilla movies? I prefer movies. Can you play a Godzilla? No, I cannot play a Godzilla. By Destroy Animation. Which one do I make? The Mosa one or Meg? I can only make one. Meg. Are Miko and Godzilla best friends in your world? My universe, Hatsune Miku is friends with all Godzillas. Screw it, with everyone. Even the villains, if she gets along well. What's my favorite character in Smash Bros? Bowser. Which of these do you think is my favorite? Gizora, Baragon, Mothra. Baragon. Yes, I'm aware of the new FNAF location located in New Jersey. Hola, Marble. Mayo. Final Wars Godzilla. Thank you, Animations. The correct answer is Gazora. Who is the giant cuttlefish kaiju? That's cool. I am from Brazil. Cool. I am from San Antonio, which is an okay town if you just stay inside all the time. We make a custom Baragon figure. Baragon. Show a version. Soon. I am thinking about also making a Monsterverse Baragon. I already have one figure in mind planned, but I gotta have some other things prepared. Will you ever reference a Roblox Kaiju game on your shorts? I do have one in mind, but I feel like I want to mix it up with something else. You seen Godzilla Battle Royale? I did. Yeah, I don't think I have time to make a Godzilla with pipe cleaners. Plus, I don't really have enough of that. But I will say this. I was interested in making a puppet Godzilla figure. But I want this puppet to look like horror looking. That'll be soon. That will be soon. EGM, huh? I have always wanted to meet you in EGM. Cool. What's the best Godzilla custom you ever made? Gemstone Godzilla. That and my old Godzilla minus one figure that I don't have anymore. No, I did not see that one. And I don't plan on seeing it anytime soon. Also because that would just make me a LARP fan because I'm not really sure what it is about. G&K is the goodest Godzilla show ableist. I think you meant to say goddess. You don't put two O's in goddess. What'd you say, Brandy? Probably in your location, but not in mine. I check every shelf and it's empty. Do you speak Portuguese? No, I do not. I only speak English and Spanish. My only two common languages of the United States. That could sound really bad for me saying that, but that's literally the only two languages I learned. Primal Rage. And no, I do not. Yeah, I'm not gonna agree with you on that. This head is 3D printed. Gigan Rex. I do not know what that is. When you mention Gigan, I assume it's probably just Gigan. Before he got cyborgized, which I think I do kind of have that. You're not American, so why can't you buy the original? What? What does that mean? On eBay is more expensive. I think it's been confirmed that Anguirus in the Monsterverse is dead. I would have loved to see how he looks like. That way I can possibly make a figure out of him. Stitch figure. I did give articulation to the movie Monster Series Kaiser Ghidorah. Thanks for a little inspiration from someone named Ratty. And I'm also thinking about making a Monsterverse Kaiser Ghidorah, but that'll be soon. Oh, the shore is back. Hello, Lucas. I still kind of have the old monster. I still kind of have the old one. Sinister Shin looks a lot complicated. That's cool. Not sure what a grown-up Emmy would look like. If I had to assume, then she'll probably look like her mom. Nothing different. Yeah, what about him? It was a shame to see that EGM's channel slowly gave up on him due to misleading content. My channel goes down as well. I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I guess it's time to actually take in some responsibilities for once. Just when people get to do what they want, they don't know how to do stuff very well. No. Make a Distoris Rex custom? I do not know what that is. Do you think of Gigatron from Ultraman Rising custom? Who knows? Maybe. Um, which Burning Godzilla fan? Not sure which one you're talking about, since there's a lot of those named like that. But if I assume you are talking about the same Burning Godzilla I'm thinking about, the one with the stop motion content creation, he's a good guy. I talk to him most of the time. He he goes through tough times. I really wish I could do something for him. For most of the part, I can't really interact with his life. I just really want him to like have a peaceful time. He's really gone through a tough time, and I really hope he gets through it. But nonetheless, we admire each other. He's a good guy. I was gonna make a Monsterverse curio, but it's a lot harder than it looks. Make Shister Shin. I do not know who that is. Honestly, I don't know what good tripod you can use, alright? I would recommend you make your own out of Legos. That could work out for a while. Okay, I guess he's repeating himself again. Yes, send some love to Gojira fan. Out of all Godzilla figures, you have to which resemble life form. Um, the 1954 for sure. I mean, he already has that terrifying look. Well, he's definitely something. On Craven's death and Spider-Man remind me of the bite of 87. I have not played Spider-Man 2, so I wouldn't know. Have you seen the movie called End of Oak Street? No, I did not. Are Ema, are Amy and Suko best friends in your world? They're good friends. Although I don't make them interact as long because I don't get audios for it. That came in the Godzilla Meyer Goji. I don't know. I might find an audio for him. I don't know. Probably not. For the sake of my safety, at least. JP fans. I might use it. Oh, thank you for the GG. Thank you again, Thomas. The same one that Kong kept you in a box. Thank you again for the GG. No. Probably. Yes, I've seen it. No, I have not. Alright, well, that's wraps. Time to end the live here. For far as you guys can see, this is how Behemoth will look like, alright? I have figures to sell for only those who are interested. I might sell him for a cheap price. And I really hope you guys already heard the conversation of the Mecha Godzilla. If not, then I recommend you to watch this from the beginning. Thank you for watching. This is the end of the live. And I'll see you all next time. And you'll all see Behemoth pretty soon. Thank you for watching, everyone. See ya.